Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. And I'm so honored to have with me today brand new author Debra Grantz Wolf. Hi, Debra.
Hi, Miriam. So great to be with you.
Well, I'm looking forward to our conversation today. First of all, let me just congratulate you on your book launch day. Let's show everybody your book and please tell them the title.
It is The Persnickety Nostrils of Dragamore Dragon.
Oh, such a good title. That is a mouthful, but what a cute title. Can you tell us, Deborah, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, actually, it was Dragamore. When I was a little girl, I was a shy little girl, and going to school, I learned how to make friends and learned about bullying. And um, along the way, I learned skills to deal with my feelings and to make new friends. And that helped me to believe in myself. Um, when my children were in school, I saw that they were also facing the same issues. And I decided that I had a degree in child development and communication. So I put together a plan to help teach kids how to um, deal with challenging feelings. And I found this little guy. He's a little dragon who I called Dragamore. And Dragamore would go into classrooms with me, and children loved him. He was the rock star. And we would talk about challenging and difficult feelings and what we could do with them. So we were helping them to be equipped.
Wow. So you have been doing this for a long time,
A
and
long.
now you put it into a book. So I'll just want to say that is genius. That's so great. That's what do I want to say? That's product testing years before the book came out because children loved Dragamore is what you call him. Wow. So, Deborah, can you tell everybody what the book is about and who you would say that it's for?
Okay. Um, the persnickety nostrils of Dragamore Dragon talk about his persnickety nostrils because he's nearly a grown-up dragon, but he has a problem. He doesn't know how to control the persnickety nostrils. And every time he's trying to become more grown-up and be a fire-breathing dragon, he is just met with whistling and sputtering, and it just isn't happening for him. So he goes along to try and find a way to persevere, and he meets a wonderful friend, Bassett, who helps him to journey along and see if they can come up with some things that help him deal with his persnickety nostrils.
Oh, what a fun story. And who would you say that it's for? What age group?
I would say it would be, well, I've been reading it to my grandchildren who are ages 3 through, my 11-year-old also helped, but the 8 is a great age. But I think some of the lessons are good for us at any age about when we have adversities and that we just keep on keeping on
Mhm.
and meet those challenges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And you're right. I mean, it is a wide age. I can see my 2-year-old granddaughter enjoying also the illustrations, the dragons, and then when she's a little bit older, fully read the story. And so, and then of course, up to much older than that, 8, 11. I'm sure your 11-year-old grandchild also enjoyed it. What is it that you hope that parents and kids will take away from this book?
I hope that they use the book as an opportunity to connect together, to bring their relaxing selves to each other, and to uh, learn some of the skills that Dragamore offers, and also to talk about challenging things that come up. I think we're so busy as parents. I remember, and now I'm a grandmother, so I remember when I was so busy with all the details of raising our family that there didn't ever seem to be enough time to just sit and relax together. And reading stories is a great way to do that. So,
Yes, 100%. And let us all begin now. If you're not doing it, go to Amazon and grab a copy of this book. I think it's a wonderful book to sit down with our children, with our grandchildren, and read to them and talk about any lessons that may come up from it. And of course, there are many lessons hidden inside of this beautiful story. So I've got the soft cover version. There's a hardcover on Amazon and also an ebook format. So
thank
friends, let's do that today. Yes. Deborah, I'd love to know a little bit more about your journey into becoming a children's book author. You've been working with children for a long time. How long have you been thinking about being an author for?
Um, when I retired, well, actually, before I retired, I wrote the program that I used with Dragamore the Dragon. But after I retired, I just couldn't settle into being finished. It felt like Dragamore still had more to say. And so I started writing the book and gave it to my oldest grandchild. And he said, you know, Nona, I really like this, but I think Dragamore needs to make some sounds with his persnickety nostrils, and that's when we started the whistling sound. So it's been a
So smart.
yes, yes,
So smart. And children are so intuitive and they know because, I mean, your did you say grandson who's 11 would have
yeah.
been a lot younger than that? Oh, so good. So good. Because that's something that I like about the story that we see the sound, we hear the sound, throughout it. It just kind of gives his nostrils a personality.
Well, and we all go through those awkward times when we're children and we just don't know what to do. And I think it helps when others show us there's another way, a better way to get through, and you don't have to feel lonely while you're going through it. You can have
Mhm.
friends who also help you.
Yes, yes. And Deborah, I'm going to ask you about challenges and lessons throughout the publishing. What would you say was the biggest challenge when writing this story?
I think because I had worked with Dragamore for so many years and had so many just different role plays with him, that I started with too many words, and I loved how Sharon just was so great and and perfect for me because I wanted to hold on to more pieces of the story, and she just kept saying, these aren't necessary, just keep this. And then I realized that she was right. And that what we came down to was enough and just the right amount of story.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And for those that are thinking, who's Sharon? Sharon is our editor. Um, and I can understand that. I can see that happening because you have been, I mean, Dragon Moore has been a part of your life for so long. I'm sure there is so much that you want to share. Um, I'm thinking maybe other books in the series, but you can think that through a little bit more. But this makes me wonder if your intentions are to go into schools and share the book now and continue sharing Dragon Moore with kids.
Yes. Yes. I
Oh, well,
and libraries and yes, getting the word
yeah.
out. Yes.
Well,
Thank
that'll be a treat for all the children that get to have you come into their schools or see you at a library. So
you.
good. Okay, what about lessons? What would you say was the biggest lesson throughout the publishing process?
I think for me, it was words, and having the word count was very helpful because it helped me to go from. I started at about 3,000 words, and and I kept going back and thinking, oh, I did well. I cut out another 1,000, and then Sharon would say, not yet, and she was right. I was so excited every time I'd see her edit because it would help the story get better and clean,
Mm,
and that was the biggest challenge I think for me.
hmm. Well, that's beautiful. I'm so glad you're sharing that because I think that is a challenge and a lesson for authors who are watching right now. Um, and a lot of times, we get so connect it with our stories. We want everything. We want to explain everything, but it's always good to have a professional editor say, this is enough. This is enough. And your story gets stronger every time. So, Deborah, good on
Yeah.
you for listening um, and for putting it into practice, because in the end, we always want it to be your story. Just help to get to a point where children are really, really going to want to read
That's
it over and over again.
nice. Thank you.
Yes. Hmm.
That was
So
so
let's
beautiful.
talk.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So two things make this book incredible. Of course, the story and then the illustrations. I really like the fun illustrations, the colors. Can you tell us a little bit about your illustrator and what it was like to work with her?
Okay, my illustrator is my longtime friend and sister-in-law, Janine Scrignoli Wolf. And Janine had been an art teacher for 35 years. And last summer, when I was getting ready to uh, publish, I asked her just after she retired if she would be willing to do the illustrations for the book. And at first she was like, oh, I don't know. And then we talked with her daughter who knew how to do all of the technical stuff to get it to book design. And she said, sure, I'll be happy to help. So thanks to Tessa too. And Janine said yes. And we had a lot of fun because she at first read the story and then she said yes. And then she would ask me what my ideas were for the characters. And I told her all of my ideas. And then she would come back to me with sketches. And I just most of the time loved all of them, sometimes put in a few little suggestions. And then she just made this beautiful book.
I love it. I love the illustrations. I
Thank
think kids are going to enjoy that also. So good. And you involved your family, a very talented family, it seems. That's so great.
you.
Deborah, what is the best part of accomplishing this dream for you of becoming a children's book author?
Um, that I did it. It was a long time coming before I found you, Marion. And then I thought this is the place for me to go and do this. And I've been retired for a while now, and it was great to meet with all of your staff. Every step of the way, there has been nothing but encouragement and support. And I thank you for that, because it's not an easy task to go through all the different phases. I don't think I would have done it if I had known all that was involved at the beginning. And because I became so invested, that helped me to just keep on keeping on. And I'm so happy that I'm.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
oh, well, truly, it's our pleasure. And I
Thank you.
love your first sentence. And what you said was, I'm just proud. You're so proud of yourself. And I think that's really important. And I'm saying this also to anybody watching who has had a dream in their heart to write a children's book. We forget about that part, that when we get to the finish line, we are proud of ourselves. And I think it's just so important and so beautiful, Deborah. So thank you for sharing that. Thank
Thank you.
you. Okay, so you are on the other side now, a published children's book author.
Yeah.
What piece of advice do you have for somebody watching who is still working or just has an idea right now?
Yeah. Um, I think I would just say stay with it, keep at it, and don't let other things get in the way. Usually, when we want to take on a project, we already have a full life, but making time to make our dream come true is, I think, vital. It's just made me so refreshed and energized to make this dream come true. So thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Great advice. Okay, so friends, today it is Deborah's book launch day. So let us support her. Let's all support her. Go to Amazon, grab a couple of copies of this beautiful book. You are going to be so pleased with it, and you're going to enjoy reading it to the children in your lives. Um, and then also, besides going to Amazon, where else can viewers find you?
I have them have it listed in the back of the book. Uh, you can go to my
Perfect.
website at debragrantzwolf.com, on Facebook at Debra Grantz Wolf, and on Instagram at Debra Grantz Wolf. That's Grantz with
Perfect.
Wolf. Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, friends, you know what to do. We also always want to encourage and congratulate all of our authors who fulfilled their dreams of holding their books in their hands and want to share it with children everywhere. It has been so good speaking with you, Deborah. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Miriam. What a joy to
oh,
be with you. Thank you. Thank,
likewise. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful day.
thank you.
Bye-bye. Give me 1 second there. Bye-bye.